Okay, folks, Prof D again. All right, part 3 of my DVX200 operations guide. Okay, and this is all about white balancing. Now, some of you may understand the idea behind white balance. Many of you might be completely foreign. So let me just take a moment to describe the way that this is supposed to work. I think you'll get it. At any rate, there's 3 chips in the camera: red, green, and blue. Okay, RGB. All right. There's equal amounts of RGB in white and in black. The way the physics of the camera works, the lens, okay, prism, all right, is once they see things from the camera that bring in amounts of light, energy, turn it to electronic energy, it can play with it, and it should, once you do the proper white balancing, be able to match it up to the colors. So what is this? Kind of bluish, all right? You know, if this shirt doesn't look right as I look in the LCD, it's probably a white balance problem, okay? So equal amounts of RGB in white and black. The black balance is set in the factory, okay? White balance has to do with where you're going to shoot, the amount of light you have, okay, the type of light you have, all right, etc. And you simply need to use a white sheet of paper, all right? You always want to put it where the action is going to be. So wherever your talent is going to be, you know, it's a little rude, but you get that white sheet of paper up in front of their face, okay? You zoom the camera all the way in. You have to be kind of, you know, rough with your exposure and stuff, and then you can set your white balance, all right? And here's how you do that. This first little area here, okay, is display mode, all right, and that's the information I'm seeing in my LCD. If I wanted to turn it off for any reason, okay, I can hit off. I leave it on, okay, good. Next one is, this is a really nice camera, okay, really good images. Gain should be on low. The only time it would be set on medium or high is if I was doing a night shoot or maybe a news shoot in the evening and I needed to enhance the light level, the natural light level. I can try medium or high. You can't underexpose things, okay, but you want to make sure that, you know, most all the time when you're controlling light or you're doing a daytime shoot, you're in low, okay? Because if it's a medium and high, you're going to boost, okay, the electronics in the camera to create the images, and you're going to put a little bit of noise on there, and that's not something we really want to do in HD. Next, we come over to the white balance area, all right, and there's 3 buttons. Bottom stands for preset, okay? And then I have A setting and B setting, okay? With an indoor white balance, all right, on the white sheet that I talked about, okay, I would normally go to preset A, okay, fill the frame with that white sheet under the light source that I'm going to use, so make sure you're doing it where the talent's going to stand with the light on them, make sure you're exposed correctly or close to it, okay? And the white balance button is up here, you'll feel it, okay? And once you hit that button, it'll take a couple of seconds, but it will do a white balance for you and tell you okay. And if it comes back NG, doesn't work, okay, you're doing something wrong. So again, maybe the initial set, maybe the exposure you had on the white sheet is wrong, etc. Now, it has the B button also because you can store 2 white balances. So if I was shooting, you know, in this room and I was running over to Studio A and doing something moving back and forth, if my lighting didn't change, I can store the white balances. The last one I want to show you, and this is pretty nice in here, okay, if I go to preset, it gives me 2 presets, 3200 degrees Kelvin, 5600 degrees Kelvin, okay, and that relates to indoor light, outdoor light, right, okay, and if I'm here, I can see on the right side of my LCD that it's telling me the preset is 3200 degrees okay, Kelvin. If I wanted to use a preset outside, okay, I hit the white balance button and I'll switch it to 5600, okay? All right, and I have to be in that preset mode, okay? And I'll see that in the LCD, all right? So that's how you switch between 32 and 56. Preset, button up here. So I'm indoors here, okay? And if I shoot in 3200K, it should really, you know, in the preset, because I'm using television lights, all right, and because I have some color-corrected 3200 degrees Kelvin fluorescence up here, I should be very close to the white balance I pull in on the white sheet. Sometimes I'll switch between the two, and if my talent, flesh tone, looks a little better in the preset, I'll use it, okay? Or if I have a client there, I'll go between the two and say to the client, which one you like, okay? And, but just, you have to make sure, all right, that you're doing this correctly. And the idea behind that white balance is once you do it correctly, it should match up, okay, to what you're seeing with your eye. If my shirt is looking green, yellow, something else, I would stop right there. You're wasting your time to shoot it. If it looks that way in the LCD screen, you're not fixing that, okay, in post. All right, so it's very important you take your time and you understand it and you go through the motions, okay?